Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all that good old stuff. I had to. I couldn't even. I couldn't even. I had to get on. I had to call and say something. Gonna play the game, baby. I'm being there in a second. I'm gonna make this short and sweet, cause I don't really have a lot to say, but I got something to say. To you guys that are new to my channel, thank you for being here. I have something very significant that I want to say because some of you guys that have watched my channel, you know that I myself have been a victim of violence in Memphis, Tennessee. I got shot back in September 2021 in Memphis, Tennessee. Now it was actually September 21 when I got shot in Memphis, Tennessee. Um, I have spent enough time around Memphis area, whatever, to be able to speak in relation of this whole situation with TYRE. I haven't had a lot of run-ins with police officers, but the culture in Memphis I have run into. I run into it all the time because I'm always in Memphis every once in a while. There is a very demonic culture in Memphis, Tennessee. And you can feel it when you get there. It's crazy. It's ridiculous how they operate in Memphis. I don't even see how they able to even like continue to thrive as a city, y'all, because it's just so crazy. I mean, everything in there is just so thugged out. If that's the word, the right way to explain Memphis, Tennessee, and for Memphis to be full of so many black folk. I mean, I get it. You know, we got our ways as black people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got our own little culture, our little mental swag and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But some of that stuff that's going on in Memphis, it perpetuates people like that's in law enforcement to perceive the streets the way that they do. Not saying that it's justified for them to handle people the way that they do. But if y'all looked at the statistics of how many people get shot in Memphis, Tennessee, it's crazy. I'm a victim, and I don't even live in Memphis, and I got shot. It's something going on in Memphis, Tennessee. The culture of it that is so deep and embedded in the spirit of them people that is crazy. It's bigger than poverty. It's bigger than ignorance and the thug mentality. Is bigger than that. I really feel like it's more of a something spiritual about that place, like this demonic. And you would think that it'll be more successful black people, with prominent businesses and in like Memphis, Tennessee's economy thriving, and black people owning things and stuff like that. But you got more black folks that's breaking stuff, stealing and killing and what I'm saying, like stealing cars. Like it's a lot of stuff going on in Memphis. I mean, it's like the purge in Memphis, Tennessee. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, y'all. So what I wanted to say in regards to TYRE Nichols and the culture of Memphis, Tennessee, just because they law enforcement don't mean that they don't have that spirit of that negative spirit that Memphis carry upon it. See, those officers that did that, they think that they were set apart from the culture of Memphis when they don't even understand that they could have been part of the solution of the issues that's going on in Memphis, Tennessee. Every last one of them people that did TYRE like that was black. Just like us. Brown. Y'all, these black men. 5 of them. And if you see that video, it's like they had no mercy. I don't give a damn what nobody say about what that boy did. That was not justified. They did not have to do that. And ain't no excuses for it whatsoever. And I hope they throw the book at every last one of them that did that to that man. Is something going wrong? Been going wrong in Memphis, Tennessee? So deep rooted, it's crazy. And I'm glad that I don't know if it was body cam or whatever, but there was a video that caught what took place, and I'm glad that camera was strategically where it was, because something got to give in Memphis, Tennessee. Something got to give. Something ain't right. I ain't never seen that much killing in one area other than Chicago, but Y'all, I just can't. I don't even know the words to really to say it in regards to this. It just don't make no sense. What y'all saw in that video, if you saw that video, is a prime example on the culture of Memphis, Tennessee, and the mentalities of us, culture, the black culture in Memphis, Tennessee. And these folks are law enforcement doing that. So just imagine how much more, that those that conspire to, hurting people in Memphis, Tennessee, they don't have no mercy. Because if your law enforcement will do you like that, what make you think? What you think the people in the people that live there, what mindset they in? It's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it. That video reminded me of the video back when Rodney King got beat up. That's what that video. That's Rodney King all over again. In 2023. But yet, this wasn't no black on. This was no. This was no hate. This was like no like white people against black. This was black on black crime. And the very ones that's supposed to be assisting and preventing crime was the ones that did it. Riddle me that in 2023. And I'm going to tell you something that really bothers me that I wanted to speak on. The fact that Memphis, the residents of Memphis, Tennessee, y'all got so much killing going on in Memphis, Tennessee every day. Y'all ain't stood out and protesting not now one day because of all the people that's getting killed in Memphis, Tennessee. But this man dies by the hands of law enforcement. And now you got it in you to want to get out in the streets and protest. Y'all been had reasons to protest before yesterday. I commend you guys for standing up and for your own kind. You know what I'm saying, and walking the streets and stuff like that. But it's more of that need to be done in your own neighborhoods in Memphis, Tennessee. Because I bet you it's many of those guys and women or whatever that was protesting or whatever, y'all probably know or live amongst young men and young women who conspire to commit crimes and stuff in Memphis, Tennessee, hurt folks, stealing cars. I mean, vehicular theft in Memphis, Tennessee is so high, it's crazy. They cutting off catalytic converters and stuff. And why won't nobody stand up and protest against that? Memphis, Tennessee got their priorities mixed up. They up here creating, groups and stuff like that. Really, those groups, I mean, the police officers, they come in groups to combat crime, but those groups ain't nothing but freaking thugs. Those ain't professional. Y'all, how y'all, man, I have never known, and I hate to say this, but I ain't never known for no group of black men that have authority to operate the right way. We don't care about each other enough to do that. These folk, those men that was in this so-called Scorpion group was totally overprivileged. They probably didn't have no overwatch or anything like that. See, they want to be reactive to what happened when they should have been had their nose inside of what was going on. Now the feds is involved. Why did it take for this man to die for y'all to start to scrutinize and to start looking closer at these groups of officers? Why did it take that? It's something deeply going wrong in Memphis, Tennessee. The culture, law enforcement, and the politics, period. I'll tell you what, if you, and I'm not promoting this, but I bet you, if you wanted to go to Memphis, Tennessee, like a person that had the mind, a killer or whatever, he wanted to go to Memphis, Tennessee, he could go there and kill somebody and get away with it, probably. Easy. I got shot and they ain't never even catch the person that shot me. They still ain't caught him. I didn't even went down there looking for him myself. Real talk. Shouldn't have done that, but see, I had to realize the way Memphis operate, being that I'm down there so much. Police ain't gonna do nothing. They are reactive. They're not proactive. The detectives and stuff for these different departments and stuff like that, they don't give a damn. And I hate to say that. I have my first-hand experience with them. It's crazy, y'all, the way Memphis operate, bro. I mean, I don't even know what to say. All I gotta say is that Memphis, Tennessee, to those of you in Memphis that may watch this, y'all got work to do as a people in that city. No, y'all not responsible for what other people do. But y'all have it in you to protest against Memphis Police Department, true enough. Why is it that y'all won't be proactive and start to protest and commit to being getting involved in what's going on in Memphis, Tennessee streets, as heavy as it is? If you are appalled and bothered by what these officers did to TYRE NICHOLS, why is it that y'all not appalled to protest and get involved in the streets in the street culture of Memphis, Tennessee, to prevent some of these young men and women that's getting killed? What make y'all think that y'all protesting right now, going in the streets, blocking the interstates and stuff like that, is going to change anything? Y'all must believe it's going to change anything. What is the motive behind y'all going to protest now over this? Is because it's what's so cliche to do? Y'all seen that being done in other states or whatever, when the police do something to another black man, they get out and protest? It don't look good for y'all to do that, because you know why? Because y'all don't do that when stuff going on, when all the killing that's going on in Memphis right now. Why did it take law enforcement to kill somebody for y'all to want to stand up and start protesting, blocking streets off and stuff like that? I really want to understand that. I'm not giving no passes to what I'm seeing going on, because I know I don't live in Memphis, Tennessee, but I spend a lot of time there. I'm not giving no passes, because that's really hypocritical at the end of the day. Let's not be naive to the reality of what's going on. When you know, you know. And y'all forgive me for sweating, because I'm kind of about to jump in the shower and stuff, but I had to say this because I just saw the White House have done a press conference about this. They some hypocrites too. Why did it take for law enforcement to kill another man in the streets when black men killing black men in Memphis, Tennessee every single day? Why did it take for this to get the attention? You know why? It's because in politics, they have a reputation to upkeep. And when one of their own or one of their entities or whatever do something like this, oh, they got to stand up and speak, against it. That's not us. But see, you only reacting to what they have done or whatever instead of trying to prevent it from happening in the first place. For some reason, they get too laxed when it comes to their own. Politicians get too lax. That chief of police in Memphis, Tennessee, she reactive. She is reacting to what's going on. But she been there, maybe I think a year, 2, 3 years, maybe as the chief of police. What has she been in there and changed? Nothing. She want to get on TV, play politics, talk. We know you're gonna be outraged and stuff. Girl, she ain't nothing but another politician. We don't need no more politicians trying to solve citizen issues. It's going to take us to stand up and look these folks in the same face and say, no, you're not going to take mine. You're not going to shoot mine. You're not going to steal mine. You're not going to do none of that. We need to start grouping together in our neighborhoods and areas that we live in and start and put a set a standard against that. I'm not telling nobody to go in the streets and go to war with nobody. But I promise you, once you make up your mind that you're not going to allow that to exist around you, even within your own vicinity, it's going to spread the same way. I'm gonna tell you, that's what that word viral. That attitude need to become viral. Messages like this need to become viral. Somebody need to hear this. It need to get kicked out. But you know what? It's like it takes too much responsibility and accountability and strength, and you have to remove fear in order to address things of this nature. And it's not enough people that have that. Cause see, the reason why these folks are so bold to go protest the way that they doing is because they already know politically the politics are on their side. If these folks, they know that they're not gonna get in no trouble. They just it's like a okay, give me a second, baby. It's like they know that this is gonna get people's attention. But it's not going to make any difference. Why? It's because I'm going to say a week or two later after this, y'all going to go back to the same mindset that y'all had before. That even promoted the mindset that Memphis, Tennessee have embedded in itself. Y'all going to go right back to that same mentality. It's going to be like, oh, okay, well, that happened. Okay, next. The attention... See, the time is now. The energy is where it is. Let me say this was simply a case of you better not come outside with this. He did, and yeah. They did all that over a traffic violation. He ain't committing no murder. He ain't did nothing to do like what you say. Grown men don't tolerate and something's got to. Yeah, straight up. It don't make no sense. It didn't have to happen that way. And I want y'all to look at something. I want to make, and those that's listening, just give me a minute to really just absorb what I'm finna tell y'all real quick. There has been talks about black men and black women, or just black culture, our demographic, to secede from the United States or from American culture, and we go to Africa, like we start our own little civilization of black people, right? I want you to think about that, right? Okay, so just that sounds so awesome. Like it sounds utopian for us to be able to get together as black people and develop our own in a space, for black people. Like if we would secede away from, other cultures and we just had our own, that's where all the black people live, whether it be Africa, wherever. Say we had a state called Black Texas or Black Tennessee, whatever, just I'm making up some stuff to try to get you an idea of what I'm talking about. Look at this situation with TYRE and the police. See, that's one of the reasons why we probably could never secede away from other cultures, is because, see, us as a culture alone, we are toxic against our own kind. That right there alone wouldn't be a good idea. I would love to see that. But is it likely? You talking about some killing, stealing, and drug dealing going on if we was to secede away from the other, from every other culture or whatnot. It'll be so much manipulated. The truth will really come out about us as black people. Not all of us, but the underground, the ones that are affected by, from our entertainment, rap music and all this stuff like that. The ones that's selling drugs. There's no way possible that we could ever get together and the thing go right, where we won't have to be worried no more, that we gonna feel protected and safe. We are our own worst enemy. Black people out there, we are our own worst enemy. White people ain't gotta do nothing to us. And I'm gonna say that white people ain't gotta do nothing to us. Why did I just get on my face? What, baby? I don't wipe some. What this? Oh Lord, I don't wipe some on my face. What, boo?
I put on cartoon.
You know how to do it?
I pressed this middle part, but it's not working.
Okay, give me 1 second, boo. I would love to see what it looked like for us to be able to live in a society where it's just us. But I'm afraid of what those that don't care nothing about us, that's in our culture, that's black, just like us, what they will do. They're not going to conform to the right mindset, where we want to live in peace, and prosper and open businesses and stuff like that, like they did back in the day in that little city in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It would be beautiful. Just when you say just change, you can do that in the USA. Just channel your money back to you. Don't buy hair at the Korean. Well, see, it's bigger than just the revenue itself. What I'm speaking about is the mindset of our culture. How careless we are in the way that we treat each other. That's really what I'm more so talking about. Because if we just look at the examples of how we as black people treat each other right now, forget the killing and stuff like that. How many of you that go in the stores and in the grocery stores or whatever, and y'all walk right past your own kind and don't ever speak, say, hey, how you doing? Anything like that. Don't even have it in you to pay attention like that. Not even, or you had a mindset of looking at your own kind. Say you see a dude that come up in around you, and he might be dressed in urban clothing and stuff like that, and your mind have already been affected by the image that you seeing, and you probably won't have to feel like you gotta watch him or whatever. I'm guilty myself. To where I saw in certain areas that I go to that I don't feel as comfortable when I see a physical image that looks like a person that could potentially be a threat, that look like me. I ain't worried about no white man attacking me. I'm more worried about a black man attacking me than I am a white man. I have more black men and women that'll look at, hey, how are you? Or look at you. White folks are more afraid of us than any culture there is. That's why they don't have to want to deal with us, because they're afraid of us. They have their perception of, they this and they that or whatever the case is. And you know what? We have given enough reason for them to almost validate their perceptions of us. I hate it. I despise it. That's why you gotta. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't agree with Charleston White and his manner whatsoever. But some of the stuff that he say and his way of purging the truth about rap culture, I gotta give him his props, because he a bold sucker to do that. But it has to get exposed. It's gonna have to get exposed. Something's gonna have to change, because we can't continue to keep living like this another 10 years and expect us to continue to exist the way we do as black culture, with all the violence within black culture all across the United States. It's time out, y'all. Memphis, Tennessee, it ain't just y'all. Don't get me wrong. It's not just Memphis, Tennessee. It's Memphis and abroad. All this killing of other black men and stuff like that by the hands of other black men. I would love to see 1 year, just one year that we have no black on black killing. People be talking about, oh, won't you replace the guns with the gloves and let's fight and stuff. Stop all that, period. Why is this during unmerited aggression towards each other? Why? I'm like Rodney King when he was, when he got and did that press conference, why we all just can't get along? There is an answer to that. There's an answer to why we all can't get along. And to each individual that practices their own manner as a human being in black culture, they know the answer as to why they feel the way they feel about other black men and black women, and why they perceive them the way that they do. We need to sit down and have a conversation as black people about this. What is going on? We know what's going on as individuals, but we gonna have to really have some. We need to have a real live conversation about black culture, a serious conversation. I don't know if the young people, which really is a lot of the young folks, is the one that's conspiring to the killing and stuff like that is going on in black culture. But us adults, because you know what, a lot of those young men that's doing that, they got mamas and daddies. We need to have conversations with these mamas and daddies, and find out how are they being raised. What does their household look like? Where are they? What are their examples to be who they are? Did they skip over, from being young men at home and being raised by other adults? Did they skip over any type of correction? Did they skip over that? Did nobody raise them to have any sense of pride about who they are and making better decisions and being of good nature? At least have that as a home training. The way some of these folk operate or whatever, it's almost as if they don't even know what that is. To be kind natured, to be a good natured person around other people. Not to steal, not to want to hurt somebody else or whatever. Knowing how to walk away from situations if it get heated. Knowing how to remove yourself from a toxic situation before it starts to escalate itself. Why? I want to know why. I really wish that I had the power and the attention to be able to address this and talk to young black men about the decisions that they make. I wanted to really do a video. I really want to write a book of what it's called Before You Kill. Because I feel like a black man that have it in their mind to want to kill, they need to hear that. Go ahead, man. It need to be heard. It need to be heard. It need to be confronted. So that's all I really wanted to say, y'all. I wanted to put this out, because a lot of times when stuff be going on that I hear about, I got my YouTube channel, and I thank God for it. It started off, with dealing with, a demon, but I thank God that I was able to progress to the amount of followers that I have, because I mean, if I could just reach 1, 2, say 10 people, they hear this and they start having conversations with other people around them. God said have faith of a mustard seed. Like all it takes, just a little bit, and it's gonna spread. Let's make this mentality go viral to start to focus on being of good nature towards each other. Memphis, Tennessee, Dallas, Texas, Florida, like our places where we are very dominant. We could be very successful if we stop being so toxic towards each other's existence. This black on black crime is so easy to stop because the person that is choosing to be the one to pull the trigger can stop it immediately. Before y'all start to build the tension up inside to pull that trigger or pull that gun on somebody, it could be stopped. Pride cometh before a fall. We got to stop allowing our pride when we are offended by another person to be the motivation for us to make the decisions to hurt another black man. It has to start there. Emotional maturity. All of those police officers should have already been at the place to where they were mature emotionally. But look what they chose to do. If those that have powers invested in them, black folk, will still conspire to practice that mannerism to hurt another black man the way they did 5 of them. Y'all, this is a sign that we have a serious problem. Ben had a serious problem. But we need to take this time right here and this opportunity that now that here we go with another situation. But this situation here is different because this is what you call black on black crime. And the crime was being committed by those that are supposed to be preventing crime. It's time for us to start focusing on a solution. We can't wait for law enforcement to be the solution to our issues as black culture. They just don't have what it takes. because our issues are not their issues. They are not going to be able to prevent anything. All the killing and stuff that go on across the United States. How many times have law enforcement done stop somebody from getting killed before they get killed? Like, and I'm talking about in relation to a person that have already made up their mind they finna go do something. We can't read the minds of those that conspire to do some of the things that they do out here in this world. We always find out after the fact that it happens. Well, it's a blessing that somebody can, know that somebody finna get ready to do something, and they be like, no, don't do that, or they, figure out a way to keep them from going and hurting somebody else. That's very rare. But it's gonna start with the individual. And to any individual that may watch this video that have ever had it in their heart to want to conspire to go and hurt another black man, black men and women, I want you to start to thinking about you when you hurt another black man or woman, you hurting yourself, whether you know it or not. You hurt you. Matter of fact, you hurting more than just yourself. You hurting black culture. Period. Too many black men is in the grave right now that had children and stuff like that, and it continue that violence continue to perpetuate itself. It's too many because you kill their mom, their daddy, or whatever, and then some black women are getting killed as well. You kill them, then they got kids and stuff like that. That's gonna make them angry inside, growing up with issues and stuff like that because of them being aware of what that took place with their mama or daddy or whatever. And then they start to go and doing the very same thing that caused their mama or daddy to get killed. Why is, and I really feel as if a lot of it got to do because they no longer feel safe in normal society because of how high the threat is of another black man doing something to them. They got to portray this hard exterior, whatever, just for the sake of survival. When it's toxic against their own survival, it's not gonna work. It's going to continue to perpetuate itself until we put a stop to it and start to have a better way of raising black men with a better temperament, with more emotional value. Even domestic violence, saying like black men that want to hit on black women and stuff like that, or even just treat black women the way that they treat them. That started at home. That started at home. If it's over with for those that have reached a certain point in age, say between 18 and 25, we need to start from the ones that's 17 on down, from birth to 17. We're going to have to correct a lot of these issues by starting to raise those that are coming up better. I don't see it getting better for those that are already here, meaning that those that are in a certain demographic, or I mean not demographic, but certain age range, and that's their mindset already. See, it's gonna be hell or jail for them. But we need to protect the minds and the motivations of our youth right now. We're gonna have to. I got 2 little girls. And I pray to God that He let me see the day that they meet young men, and they start dating and stuff like that or whatever, to the point to where they get married or whatever. And the daddy, the person that they see in me, when they go and see and see other men and stuff out here in this world, see, I'm the first example of what a man is to them. I spent time with my daughter. We were just sitting up here playing the PS5 and stuff like that. I told my baby I'm finna go take a bath and stuff like that. But I spend a lot when I'm at home. I don't go out. I don't go in the streets. Then I be at home with my kids because they mean a lot to me. I want to see them become great people on this earth. And that's the sacrifice that I have to make. I have to make a sacrifice of my time, which I don't have no problem with whatsoever. I enjoy playing my PlayStation with my baby and wrestling with my 1-year-old and stuff. I enjoy that. I enjoy spending time with my lady at home and stuff. I enjoy it. It ain't a better feeling to be at home with your family, alive. Duke, brother, you know what? I guess you could say I mean, I've been out in the, I drive trucks and stuff, and just been working hard, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just been working hard and then trying to, stay on top of things. And I've been wanting to do more videos, but I promise y'all, doing a YouTube channel is one of the, it's a very, like, if it's a job, it's a very hard job, especially when you're not the type to just be running your mouth for no reason. I'm not what your average so-called blogger. You know what I'm saying? Like a vlogger, like video logger. That's what they consider us as. I don't really be. I just don't be wanting to do videos and stuff about nobody else's business. Celebrities and like some people that report on celebrities and stuff going on with celebrities, and don't people that do prank videos and stuff. Those are the ones that get millions of views and stuff. But we got a human issue. We got real human issues going on. Saying that need to be addressed. And I really, as small as my channel is, and the small amount of people that I get to watch my channel, I hope and pray that the information that I give off to you, that it actually has an effect on the way that you may think. Because the way that I think and the way that a lot of you guys think, we don't have a lot of people that think the way we do. We sit back in our own circles and stuff with people or whatever, because we, people like us, we intelligent, we well-to-do, hardworking, raising our children and stuff like that, and we looking at the world like, man, this crazy. And we be having these conversations stuff, coming up with ideas like, man, I sure wish we could do this, that, and whatever the case. It's gonna take that, but it's gonna be more. We need more people that are going to want to have these conversations, to the point to where these conversations become viral. That these conversations are more dominant about change until change comes. These conversations be more than the conversations had about what going on television, and who's sleeping with who, and all that old negative stuff, old toxic conversations. Let's have some healthy conversations about change. But I'm wondering, is it gonna take for us to really get down deep in the dirt before we can really have the conversation? Meaning that some people gonna get offended. Why? Is because the truth is not going to favor a lot of people when the conversation starts to be had. Because once the conversation starts to be had, at that point, there's going to be a level of accountability and self-reflection that's going to have to take place in the process. Some real self-truth, like really accepted, like, you know what, that is me. Give an example. Say you riding down the road, because it's a lot of, I'm going to use this as an example. It's a lot of people like road rage, driving down the interstate. I'm guilty myself. Somebody cut you off or whatever the case is, acting a certain way, you want to flip them off or run, try to do something to them, or do the same thing they did to you, or whatever the case is. We don't always have to retaliate against those that may try to do something to us. Why we can't stop it? For every action there's a reaction, but the thing is, the person that is reacting have more power than the person that already acted, because you done seen their hand. Now it's up to you not to allow your pride to motivate you to have to do the same thing that they just did to you. As simple as that sounds, why is it that it can't happen? Why is this not happening? I done had to learn how to do that. To not allow, even especially my own kind. I promise y'all, I promise y'all when I say this, when I'm out, driving and doing my job, and even out just in public on a regular basis and stuff, I always practice the manner that I was raised up under. I open doors for women. I say, hey, how you doing? I speak to everybody. I look people in their eyes, because I don't have no fear of my own kind, nor do I have fear of other cultures. I don't have nothing to hide. I feel good within myself. I walk in confidence. I know I'm doing the right things. So therefore, I don't have it in my mind to want to go doing nothing to anybody, or am I worried about anybody doing anything to me? I stay out the way. I don't go up in these clubs. I ain't trying to, holler at every woman that I meet or see. I ain't got babies out, 3-4 babies with, 3-4 different women. And it works to set a standard against certain things, to where you won't become that thing that's bad in black culture. We got a lot of things that's motivating us that black culture themselves built that's pulling a lot of all the youth to that negative mindset and that negative standards that black culture have. It looks entertaining, it looks attractive. That's what I want. I want to do that. The streets look attractive to those that don't have any type of focus. It's appealing to a lot of black men, little young black men. Because you got to think, the way that a lot of black men, come into being influenced by street culture or whatever, like it got to be something that making them feel as if that's what they want to do. It's entertaining to them. Not only that, some of them be afraid as well because it's like they don't want to be looked at as like they no punk or no coward. That pride thing. That us other black men got a bad on trying to motivate another black man to conspire to do something or whatever, trying to pull that card. Are you scared? Are you this? Are you that? They can't hang around certain people because of the type. If you hang with them, you got to do the same stuff that they do. I hope I make sense because it makes sense to me. And I know of that to be the truth because I'm 43 years old and I done seen it myself. But you know what? I thank God that I was strong enough to not conspire to the streets. And I done been around street dudes, some real killers. I could call them by name and I ain't gonna even call them by name. They know who they are. Accepted me exactly who I was. I always been a clean cut type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Wear, collared shirts and, sweater vests and stuff like that. Even when I was in high school, they used to call me a pretty boy. And I got respected because number one, they knew I mean, of course, I'm be honest, I didn't have to fight and, show that I ain't, no coward or whatever. I had to do that. I hate that us as black men have to do that. Like, why we always have to be trying to show how tough we are in order to be respected? I'm sick of that too. I'm sick of that. Why we always got to put on this hard exterior to be respected by other black men? To me, that's primitive and barbaric. And it don't do nothing but motivate other minds. I mean, it motivates the wrong type of spirit. It motivates the wrong things. I want to give you an idea of what it would look like if we didn't hold each other to these negative standards as black men. Say now, us older men, we know as any older black men, y'all know, we don't have to do that. Like, say, I come over to somebody's house and there's other black men that's there, you know what I'm saying, and they don't know me. That like the more cordial and respectful way, you come in and say, hey fellas, how y'all doing? Introduce yourself, I'm such and such, and if they are in the right mindset, because y'all know this to happen, as well, that a man that can come into another space of, say a group of men, the group of men know each other, but they might know that particular dude, and they start to try to weigh him and see what he is, based on compared to the way that they are. And they start to look and see if is he a coward or, is he, oh, that nigga weak and that nigga there, that nigga there, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him being able to come in and just be respected off top? Us grown men, we do that. We'll speak, hey brother, how you doing? Shake his hand and stuff like that. But young men come into an atmosphere like that, other young black men, they start looking at him, is he, like, who is he? Trying to figure him out, and then, it might be one of them that want to try to start something with him. Trying to find out, find stuff out about him and what, see where he at and let that man alone. Let him exist the way he is. You ain't got to be doing all that. We be doing too much sometimes. Leave well enough alone. Leave people alone. If you ain't got the best interest of a person or whatever, leave him alone. You ain't got to be mean, mugging nobody and being around other people with a toxic mentality. You ain't got to be doing that. Leave people alone. If you got problems within yourself, stay away from regular human beings. If you so angry, deal with yourself. Because this world is just, it could be a very beautiful place for us black people, where we won't have to live up under the threat of each other. But it's gonna take an attitude change, and we're gonna have to stop treating each other as if we in fear of each other. Because to be honest with you, a lot of this stuff that like these dudes that's carrying guns and stuff and starting and killing stuff, they scary. They scary. If you really about that life, this is the only way that I would condone even fighting. That's if you about that life. If you really in the streets like that, fight for yours. Why you gotta go kill? Why you gotta kill them? That's the part I'm over. Is the killing part. I'm really over a lot of things, but that right there is just it's because we got too many black men that's in the grave for no reason. For something that could have totally been prevented if they did not allow their pride to dictate their decision making. We got work to do. And I hope that, this video, is insightful to those that may watch it. I wasn't expecting it to be this long. But I just start to find out when I start to get into the spirit of my subject. That's, now I start to, I'm able to really see clearly. It's really hard to start these videos a lot of times because it's just so much that I want to say. And I'm trying to do it in a way that's going to make sense, to where I can build on my point. But I hope that you guys took something from this, because it's just raw truth coming from me, not non-scripted. I didn't come, with a. I knew what I was coming to talk to you guys about, but I didn't know exactly how I was going to deliver it. And I hope and pray that this reach y'all. To those of you guys that are familiar with my channel and me being on and in the past of me being able to articulate myself on certain points, I really be want to do these videos, y'all. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You guys will be the determining factors a lot of times on the videos, especially if I would continue to make videos, because I don't get a lot of response or attention from my videos. I'm not getting paid for my videos. I'm being honest with y'all. I ain't getting paid for these. But what I desire is just to be able to get y'all attention for the amount of time that I'm on, so I can give y'all some truth. If we can give attention to folks that talk about celebrities and folks that that got killed and mysteries and prank videos and stuff that's entertaining. Why can't we get on here and reach each other through those same platforms that those videos and entertainment is up on, and have a conversation about change? We can do that, but it's gonna take us. It's gonna take us to do it. It don't matter who channel it is. It don't matter if it's my channel. It's about if truth being communicated, to where we can start to be like, what, yeah, but what about this, or what about that? I have the one of the little thing or whatever to go live and to where we could talk to each other, whatever. If y'all would love to do that with me, or just us do it with each other, it ain't got nothing to do about just my channel. It's just the fact that I'm talking about us communicating with each other, because it could be almost like me trying to, me inviting all of you guys, hey, y'all come to my crib, I'm a cook, what I'm saying, and we gonna sit down and have a conversation. But see, this platform allows us to reach thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, and we could all be in the same room with each other. It's just we talking to each other via social media. We all could be together talking and having conversations and elaborating on this. I would love to hear the perspective of other, especially other grown people that are scholars and people that work with the youth. Like, we start having conversations, and these conversations are being heard. You have people that celebrities that watch average people channels and stuff and say, what, I like what he's talking about. But it need to go from just from social media. It need to start becoming viral within society, to where we are operating as if those conversations that we may have actually are affecting the way people are thinking. and say, you know what, we was having a conversation about this on social media or whatever on such and such a channel, and I ran into that same issue, and now I know how what I'm glad that I didn't I see what I need to do now. Or they'd be like, what, the thing we talked about, I ran into that and I did the right thing. I didn't operate or act the way I would in the past, or that I did in the past, because I had that conversation, and it helped me, because I started seeing myself in the way that I'm operating as a black man, as a black woman, my attitude, my response to somebody that may not even be a real problem to me, but yet still I'm perceiving them that way, and I'm starting to put them in this box to where now that's the way I'm gonna treat them, as if they're a threat or they're a problem or whatever the case is. Let's give each other as black people a chance. Black men that may watch this, give that other black man that you pass by a chance. Get you a couple of cards, in your I want to call them culture cards. They have pass written on them, and say, you know what, I'm gonna walk away from them. I'm gonna give you a pass on this, because say you come up with the mind to want to change and start doing stuff differently, you gonna get crossed because the problem still exists. But if you yourself, black man, black woman, run into an issue with another black man or black woman, and they still ignorant, but you are knowledgeable, give them a pass. Like, you know what, brother, whatever is going on, we ain't got to do this. Let's just, we good, no problem. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let not your pride be frustrated by you walking away, because what you're doing is practicing a different mindset. You have a purpose for doing that, because if you do that for them, they might do it for somebody else at some point. It might trigger something inside of them to say, you know what, man, I shouldn't have acted like that. And they might even apologize, like, brother, you know what, I apologize, man, I shouldn't have acted like that. I'm having a bad day, such and such and such, or whatever the case is. It's a lot of things out on, behind the scenes and behind the curtains that motivate other black men and black women to conspire to do some of the things that they do. Certain weaknesses that they don't want to expose, and they do this type of stuff because they feel as if that's the strongest way to make that's the strongest thing they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they thinking that that's who they supposed to be. When it's developed in fear, like, no, that's not the way you don't have to respond. You don't have to conspire to doing bad stuff or whatever because you got stuff going on with you. You might need to sit down and start thinking about some things and come up with a plan. Talk to somebody. We gotta quit making other black folks too feel shame for being in certain situations that they in. If you ain't gonna help them, keep your mouth off of them. This negative energy in black culture, man, it's time out. That's one of the things I don't like about Charleston White, because his energy is so negative. But it's almost like, and yeah, this is deep. It's almost like how they'll take the venom of a snake, because if that snake bites you, that's venomous. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna kill you. You're gonna be, whatever the case is. But do you know that that's very same venom that's meant to kill is also meant to heal? Because you know what they do with the venom? They take it and turn it into an anti-venom. They add certain things to it or whatever to be used to combat a snake bite. You think about that just for a second. Taking the very element that is meant to kill and use it to heal. You say, how do we do that with the issues that we have in black culture? See, Charleston White is one of them. He remind me of that standard. I don't like it, but because I've never seen it before. But I'm looking at, like, he reaching some people And I don't know if he's reaching them for them to want to change, but at least he's getting their attention. He's getting their attention. I was watching a video one of his yesterday, and he was on the phone with this dude. He talking about, man, I'm about to come up there and I'm gonna crash out. He was like, well, come on in, do it if you gonna do it. But the boy wasn't really about that. See, a lot of these dudes that be calling themselves want to be hard and want to be confrontational and talk crazy to people and stuff like that, and they really scary. They ain't really about that life. They only do that to people that have a fear response to them that they can scare, or they perceive that they can scare. And then when you show weakness to them, they feel like they got a one up on you. So pride on both sides start to get, antagonized to the point to where now the person that's sitting up there talking crazy, trying to scare the other person, you never know how a scared person gonna respond. You've been ran up on them and they done something to you. Some of these dudes, they call themselves big and bad, ain't as big and bad as they think they are. But that's neither here nor there. It's just time out for all of that. Stop pushing that part of black men to like press them in that way. Saying stuff that's gonna anger another black man. If I'm saying something wrong, y'all let me know. We all are guilty of that. Talking back and forth, just doing all that yapping, talking crazy to each other. Doing something to another black man. You have some people that talk about this stuff, they be like, yeah, you won't do that to no white man and stuff like that. We don't even need to do it to the white folk. So you mean we trying to heal our issues in black culture by going, and instead of we doing it to each other, we go do it to the white man? No, that ain't even the answer. The answer is stopping that part inside of you that motivates you to want to do that type of, to hurt other people, period. To take from other people, period. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It got something to do with culture. And you know who said, where I heard that from? Denzel Washington. He was the first black person I ever heard that say, it ain't color, it's culture. We have a cultural issue going on in black culture where we have practiced a certain manner, and it has become viral in our culture. Period. It's negative. You see it even in our music. You compare white folk music to black folk music. What is the music that mostly a lot, I would say country music. You don't hear no dude that sing country or whatever, or he ain't talking about killing one of his. Shoot that nigga, do that nigga. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna do that. Pop that nigga, put the switch on and free that nigga. Always about what you gonna do to another man, when we know you're talking about a black man, regardless if you're saying nigga or not, you're talking about another black man. Why you want to keep? Why? Why is all that negative energy always focused on another black man? Hurting another black man. All in our music. Then you got black women getting in music talking about, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga much. Nigga nuts. Look at my body, I can get what I want. Come on, man. These little girls saying that. These young men seeing these other young, and then I blame a lot of these damn record labels and stuff that get these deals to these dudes to do that, giving them millions of dollars to promote killing your own kind. And then these dudes that they get on these records saying this stuff, they end up going to jail themselves, catching all kind of cases. What sense does that make? You become a millionaire and then you would go to prison. What sense does that make? Like rap music, hip hop music and stuff, it's so lucrative nowadays. You got a lot of people that's trying to, like, they got mixtapes and stuff. Like it's a mixtape thing that I use called loudmixtapes.com. Ain't nothing but black folks doing music. All the mixtapes ain't nothing full of black folk. Rap music full of black men that's trying to be hard, trying to be tough. But really what they're trying to do is get to the money, and they want to change their life, but they don't understand the stain that they're leaving behind in the manner that they're getting their money. You getting your money, you know what I'm saying, from the music, but you hurting your own kind still. So it's counterproductive. Then they want to take the money and do turkey drives and toy drives and stuff like that. That ain't, nigga, that's stupid. You gonna create music promoting hurting folks, killing folks, but then want to go do something good for the community. Am I crazy? Does that make sense? That the problem and the solution is coming from the same source? Am I tripping? Is that the way it go? I commend any man that find a way to get millions of dollars and stuff like that in this world. But you still got to be responsible with the way you get it too. And for all of the people that listen to this rap music and stuff, it's like we being fed bad food. Think about it. Imagine, they send food, to all the different, grocery stores, and we all go and buy this food. They don't do a recall on it, and it's bad food. We all gonna get sick from it. Black culture is sick due to a lot of the negative stuff that we feeding each other. Black culture sick. Who got the medicine? I know one that got the medicine is the Lord Jesus Christ. I know he got the medicine. I'm not even gonna get into that, start the preaching. Because those that know, they know. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I'm guilty of that I need to start doing. I don't take my little girls to church. Not saying that that's the answer, but to expose them to expose them to something that's way more positive. Which my kids ain't around nothing negative, but my babies know who the Lord is, But the Bible say don't forsake the assembly of believers. We gonna, it won't hurt for us to start us young folk. I'm not young. I'm 43, but I don't really go to church. I know God's word or whatever, but I don't really go to church. I think that's something that can help as well in healing a lot of issues. It's us grouping together in a positive, platform. Church supposed to be a positive platform, and it has its issues in itself as well. So I don't even know if that'll work. Tell you the truth, I would, it should work, but I can't say that'll work. It's just up to us as the individual. They say God bless America. Now God bless the individual, Lord. Bless the individual to have a better mindset to affect those that are around them, to be an example of what we all could be if we just conspire to peace. It's all about peace, y'all. Love and peace. I know love and peace don't pay the bills and stuff like that, but you can still get your money and not be hurting folk and, acting as if, like treating people any kind of way. I wouldn't dare treat my own kind, a certain type of way because I make a certain type of money. If anything, I want them to look at me as an example. Like, man, that man got it going on. Like, I wonder what he doing. No, what he doing with himself? I'm finna show y'all something. See if I can do it.
You took a bath?
No, I did not. Hey, boo. Come here. Oh.
Daddy.
Previously on Mother Nerd.
No, I'm still using my phone now.
It's a book that
I'm still
I've been
using my
working on
phone.
for a really, really long time.
Say hey.
Hi, my name's Skylar.
Hey.
Gutter Barbies are pretty women who aim low.
Move, little girl.
I didn't see.
I'm telling you, this is the only reason why I wanted to show this, because this is what it's all about. It ain't a better joy in this world to be able to do this, to just do this, to hold her, to play with my babies and stuff. What are you doing? No, you need to, Skylar. You gonna have to put that in a microwave. So don't just put your hand, don't eat that out of your hand like that. No. You want some more of that? Okay, well, we need to. What? Don't do it like that. Let me get you a bowl of something and put you some in there. Don't do that. No. What?
I just want some cheese.
Oh, so you done? Oh, okay. Bless you. It's about them. Black men. It's about them.
Hi. I ate a chicken.
Move, little girl.
I want to taste it.
Black men, if you start focusing on your kids and what's going on at your house more, I promise you ain't even have time to be on no crazy stuff. You ain't gonna have time. And that's just what it is. You ain't gonna have time for all of that. Cause I don't have no time for that. This one here and this one there, they keep me occupied. When I'm at the house, this is what I'm doing. I'm at the home with these two. This one and that one. Look at her little fat butt. You need to go clean your nose. So I'm living my life as an example of what black men should be on. I'm not, and I do it with pride. I ain't got a lot of people watching, but I'm doing it for myself. So whoever may see it, whoever watching this stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they get inspired, be like, man, I want you to, like, it ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your children. Ain't nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, with being at home. Staying out the way. It's safe. And they gonna appreciate it. These babies gonna appreciate it. They gonna appreciate it. What are you eating now?
Skittles.
Those are not Skittles, those M&Ms. And please stay out of all that candy, girl.
I ate candy yesterday.
What?
I ate a lot of candy and I ate all the candy at school today. And nobody had no candy. So, hello guys. I go to elementary schools. So, if you have any kids that can go to elementary school, I am first grade. I just went to me and Chloe is the same birthday.
Girl, look here, you ain't. Look. You got your own channel. Look here, my baby got a channel called Sky Always Sunny. Like, we trying to build her little channel because she hilarious. This one here, she's something else. So.
And Daddy broke his phone. He went to Walmart trying to find his phone, and I was like, man.
They ain't ask you that.
What? I can't hear them.
I know you can't. So why you just telling folks I broke my phone? Well, my screen of my phone is ugly right now. I don't know how I ain't even able to go live right now, but I am. So, but yeah, y'all look. I wanted to, I'm glad that those that watch my live, watch this, because obviously I don't go live a lot. What you doing, little girl? So, but I had to on this subject I'm gonna end it with this, y'all. Let's start the conversation. And as individuals, especially you black men, as individuals, y'all start to operate differently within yourself and around other people. That's other black men, even especially the ones that you don't know. Just give other people a chance to just to make it. We ain't always got to have a problem with each other. Go get around other people and other black men when you in the store, whatever. Ain't nothing wrong saying, brother, how you doing? You know, just a better attitude towards each other. All this black on black killing stuff it ain't just a street thing. It always be something where it's just conflict. It ain't just streets. It's just unnecessary, unmerited conflict. Period. It starts with offense, and then sometimes it be some ignorant dudes that's doing stuff just killing for no reason or whatever. We hear about that, but a lot of times it be motivated because of conflict. And if we start having a better way of dealing with conflict, as individuals, and putting our priorities before bad decisions, a lot of the stuff that we doing to each other to hurt each other and stuff in black culture, it'll stop. Those black men, those officers that did Tyre Nichols like that, I don't know if they have children, but if they had a thought about if that was their brother, if that was their, uncle or somebody, if they had to put Tyre Nichols in the place of one of their family members, I think they would have probably handled that a lot differently. Because they could be one of the ones protesting, because of Tyre Nichols, because that's one of their family members and stuff. It could be that. Hey, you baby, say baby. I don't want that in my Facebook. Say baby.
Hey y'all.
Say baby. Baby. Oh, you want to be acting like you don't want to talk, okay? But yeah, I think that's a valid point as well. Cause like I say, see, I'm talking on this camera, and I would love to be having a conversation back and forth with somebody else. Like we talking back and forth about it. You elaborating, I'm elaborating, because we all got perspectives about change in black culture that can help all of us. We all got and I would love to entertain just have a conversation with other black men and black women, a healthy conversation, not conflicting or trying to find an argument or debate. I know it may happen in the beginning stages of us trying to get down to the bottom of what we need to do, but after that, it's time to apply what we've discussed. Now it's time to actually practice it. So from what we've talked about today, those that have been listening, what I would ask of you guys, just as a black man talking to other black people, or just people, period, can we first off stop finding reasons to conflict with each other? Let's find better ways to deal with our conflict as a culture. Let's find ways. Number two, let's learn how to have better have emotional maturity. So whatever that you're dealing with, that you don't allow yourself to get so overwhelmed emotionally and mentally to the point to where you start to act on your thoughts. Because everything that happens start with a thought first. You don't just jump and do it. You don't thought about that. I mean, unless you on medicine or something, I don't know. That happens. So it's just so many variables. But I just want to stick to what I mean. What my point is. For those that can understand and relate to what I'm talking about, conversations sometimes always be the beginning stages of change. And I feel like in black culture, we definitely need that in light of what happened to Tyre Nichols and other young black men. We need to have conversation. What, boom? What is it?
Can I show them something?
What is it, baby?
Dad, can I show them something?
What, baby?
This.
What?
This.
Show them, sweetheart. Go ahead and show them.
And this is...
What's wrong, mama? You tell me?
This is
You want
my
to show y'all
makeup.
her makeup? Yeah. Y'all look, I'm finna get off here because my baby up here, she, being spoiled. And I think I done been on here long enough, so. God bless y'all. Kiss y'all babies. And, thank God for life. Thank God that you made it to see another year. And let's get it together. Let's get together. Let's get together. Let's get it together, right?
Oh,
All right. Please,
Mackenzie.
subscribe to my channel. Anybody that watch this, just subscribe to my channel. And you know, I ain't even messed up by hitting no likes and stuff. Just stay tuned. Cause it's just one of them challenges that we gonna have those conversations that other people may not be having on the way that I may deliver it. It's because it's just raw and cut like I'm doing right now. With my family and stuff, and just right when I need to have a conversation. She don't want you. Stop, Skylar. Tell her quick, Mackenzie. Stop.
I'm gonna pick you up.
All right, y'all. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just keep doing y'all thing. Sophisticated Black Strong. I'm out.
Bye.
I know
No,
that-
peace out.
I don't know how to end this thing.
Subscribe to my channel too. Did you remember you said,
I said what?
don't you remember you said, when it's time, when you do my, hair on a
I don't
ponytail,
know how to end this thing.
you press,
See, that's the reason why I can't end it because my phone messed up.
cut it off and cut it on.
Shoot, my phone messed up. That's crazy. Somehow I got to end this live, y'all. Don't laugh at me because I can't get out the live, y'all.
They is laughing at you.
You hush.
You leave me alone.
I ain't bothering you, Negro.
Which way you talking to me?
Whatever.
Whatever.
I can't end the live. Shut up. Shut it out.
Yeah, you can. You can do it.
I can't end this live. I should have never started this, man, because I can't end it, man. Okay, there we go. There you go. What? Did I do it? Okay.
Stop, my cat. Let me alone. I'm going to smack Daddy in the face tomorrow.
All right, girl. I can't end this thing.
Oh, yeah, what you get, boo boo baba.
I'm tripping, y'all. Y'all can look. Don't. I can't get this thing to stop.
Mama!
I can't get the line to stop, man. Oh,
Be
man.
quiet, Daddy. Nobody cares.
All right, little girl.
Nobody cares. Stop hitting me. Hit me again.
It's still freaking going.
That's what you get, baby. That's what you get, baby. You gonna mind if you know it. Turn it off and turn it on.
I think Mackenzie's diaper need to be changed.
Sure, that's a diaper change.
Nah, I can't tell. Not with that thing. That thing smell tart.